Don't sweat it. It's a Stay Cool Summer on Twin Cities Live. Now from the studios of 5 Eyewitness News, here are Elizabeth Reese and Ben Lieber.
Hey everybody, welcome into Twin Cities Live on this Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend out there, but here we are, another week, and we have Joe Schmit in today, filling in for Elizabeth Reese. How are you, pal?
I'm going to see if I still remember how to do this.
You know how to do it.
It's been 2.5 months since I've been on TV. Isn't that amazing? 2.5 months.
But you did it for 85 years.
I know,
so
that's true.
You're good. I mean, this is all easy stuff. Teleprompters, you got a couple cameras.
It's like riding a bike, except I had training wheels until I was 14.
Yeah.
The same thing.
There you go. Yeah, exact same thing. Exact same thing. Well, we've got a great show for you, for everybody out there. Our 12 days of grilling, it rolls on. And today we're celebrating with some grilled beef tenderloin. That's going to be fantastic. It's also National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Look at you.
That's why I'm here.
Steak and chocolate chip cookies. And what a better way to celebrate than a little sweet treat. So Kristen's going to take us inside a delicious bakery. And then also we're going to kick off our getaway week on Twin Cities Live. We're going to take you to a destination with a little cabin that you can just kind of cozy up in. I know we're kind of like nestling and thinking about cozying up for the fall and the winter, but you can also head there right now. You see it right there, White Eagle Resort, just north of the Twin Cities by a couple hours. And we still have summer and beautiful fall. So book your trip to that beautiful place.
Nothing like those mom and pops, that go out there and still do it. Mom and pop operations.
I know, absolutely.
They're the best.
How often do you get up north? Like in your time in Minnesota, did you guys ever take like northern vacations?
Oh, yeah.
Or would you guys go out of the state?
We had a place up on Lake Superior for years, and I spent a lot of time up in Brainerd. We'd go fishing every year, still go fishing every year up in the Brainerd area. And I love Minnesota, the lakes, and I have not done the cabin or the canoeing thing yet in the Boundary Waters. I've been to the Boundary Waters, but I want to do that yet now too.
Yeah, well, you're going to have some time. So I think everybody kind of wants to know what you've been up to. You mentioned 2.5 months since you walked out of the studio. You're done. You're officially retired.
Yep.
I know you came in the studio with us to kind of announce everything and what you're going to be doing. Now, how have you followed through with all of those things you talked about doing 2.5 months ago?
You know what? It's really been great. I miss, as you would miss in a locker room.
Yeah.
You miss the sports office and the fun of the newsroom. The thing that kind of surprised me that I miss the most is a little bit of the creativity.
Sure.
Sitting down and putting together a show and saying, what are we going to do to stand out today? What are we going to do different today? And so that I miss that a little bit. But I've spent a lot of grandkid time. I have 3 grandchildren, and that's Maddie. She's 4. And anyway, that's
look at that.
That's Wesley.
That's
Wesley.
the way you eat it.
And that was at a Twins game where I threw out the first pitch. That was great. And then there's Remy. Remy is 12. So that's my daughter and son-in-law there. So a lot of time with them. As a matter of fact, my daughters run a theater camp in the summer. It's been going for 27 years. My wife started it, and I got the kids for 4 hours, 3 weeks out of a month. And I needed to take a nap because it was like I would get them from 8 until noon, and I needed to take a nap. And I learned to appreciate Bluey. When my kids grew up, it was Barney.
Right.
Do you know about Bluey?
I know the kind of about it or him or her. I don't even know. That's how little I know. I know it's a thing, but I've never watched Bluey.
Lifesaver.
So what does Bluey do?
Bluey's a dog. The cartoon is made in Australia. There's a little bit of adult humor in there too.
Yeah.
So as I actually watched, it was kind of fun. A little bit like Toy Story, where they have little subtle jokes in there. So it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean it's widely popular. I heard it's super fun. Now the thing is, like, even when I was going through it, and my kids were that age. Dude, I need to take a nap too. I mean, it's not about like age. It's like we just can't match their energy all the time.
No.
And they're always wanting something, and you can never sit down. And it's like, by the time you get done, it's sort of like me when I go to the mall. It's like sensory overload. It's too much.
Yeah.
I just have to come home and like decompress. So there's no shame in the game there, Joe. If you need to take a nap, take a nap.
I took a nap. I became a nap guy definitely when I took care of the kids. The other thing going on, my speaking business is what I want it to be. I'm as busy as I want to be. In October, I booked 2 speeches in Australia, so I'm going to take international. What? Yeah, so that's the coolest thing in the world. Yeah, speaking for the state of Queensland down there, and so that will be very
Have you
fun.
ever been?
I have never been, and I'm taking my daughter. My wife is going to take care of the grandkids, and my daughter's missed out on a couple of our great trips. So I said, let Grandma take care of the grandkids, and you come with me. So we're going down there. We're going to turn into an 8-day vacation.
Heck yeah. Now, you are aware that everything in Australia wants to kill you, right?
I realize that.
I mean, every insect, everything that crawls and walks and lives in the ocean, it wants to kill you.
I know. So we will watch for that. Kangaroos, shrimp on the bobby, we got it all figured out.
Yeah. You have so the whole trip is not plain. You're not going are you guys going to do the Outback and do all that stuff?
You know what? We're kind of just doing it right now. I got to figure out the times and speaking and what we can do in between. So it's not quite there yet, but we'll do as much.
I want to get that gig. I want to do like a speech in Australia or New Zealand.
Yeah, it's a long flight. It's a long flight. And then the other thing I'm working on is the Joe Mauer children's book that I wrote is becoming a musical at Stages Theater, and this was one of the development days. And that's Michael Mahler, who has put together this amazing, and I'm telling you, amazing music. This play. This musical, which will be out in April of 2026, is simply going to be amazing. And we had a read through with the kids, and the kids were like, a kid wouldn't say that. We had a visually impaired actor there who said a blind kid would not say that. So they are all part of us refining it and going down. It's been a great
Well, that's
experience.
kind of fun for them. I mean, I suppose in a lot of these situations, whether it's a musical or a play or, maybe actually a movie or TV show, like the actors and actresses have a little bit of creative input and be like, yeah, it just doesn't make sense to say it like that. And it's nice that you guys are kind of open and like, let's change that scripting just a little bit to make it feel more authentic.
And I said my job is to make sure Joe Mauer bats left-handed and has a really good arm. Because I just want to make sure that we can't make the mistake and all of a sudden have Joe Mauer swing the bat right-handed because we got to make sure that happens.
So how does that feel though when you go and you watch them do these reads and they do these rehearsals? Like, are you nervous or like how connected are you to that part of it and then watching it come to fruition?
Quite frankly, it was emotional. To see, and this story is not my story, it's Joe and Mike's story. And I just wrote a book to help some charities and to hopefully inspire another generation to be kind.
Yeah.
To be empathetic. And anyway, it's just taken on a life of its own, and there's some momentum. We actually have a documentary team. We want to do a documentary. We're looking for funding of this documentary and some partners that want to be involved with kindness and Joe Mauer, and have a big meeting on that tomorrow. So I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Even though I miss it, there are things about it I don't miss. I tell you what I like, Ben. Sundays.
Yeah.
I worked Sundays for 40 years.
Yeah.
And I have Sundays off. I was on a boat on White Bear Lake yesterday afternoon at 5 o'clock.
No better
instead
place.
of being here.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that Sunday time.
Yeah.
That's when I notice the most. And then sometimes going to bed at 9:30 and grabbing a book instead of being here until 10:30.
Yeah. So it's good that it's equal parts being busy. You get to be a little bit creative. You get some time with the grandkids, and then you still have time to just be a human and just be a dude and relax a little bit.
I have golfed a little bit more, but it hasn't helped my game at all. So
yeah, that's fine. I mean, look, nobody's looking at people like us. I would say 99% of the golfers out there, you're not going to go on tour.
No.
You're not going to win any major prize money.
No.
You get a little bit of bragging rights for a good shot here and there, but who cares? Just have fun with it.
Golf is social to me, and being out and about. Now, let's switch it over to you because there was a name drop I heard this weekend. I covered Jared Allen, and I used to do a segment with Jared Allen, so I feel I know Jared Allen pretty good. I was not a teammate with Jared Allen.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine when you were sitting in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
And Jared Allen went into the Hall of Fame. Was this a great moment for you?
It was a great moment for me. It's the first time, so there it is, Jared Allen. This was at his party on Saturday night. So I'd never been to the actual, and there's Kevin Williams as well. I'd never been to the actual induction ceremony. There's a lot of us Vikings contingents at his party as well. Hall of Famers, you got Marcus Allen on the left. Can't see, maybe Will Shields on the left of him there, and then you got Charles Woodson just to the right. On the picture, and then Emmitt Smith is on the far right of this picture as well. But
wow.
But listen, I'd never been to the actual ceremony, so I was really honored that he invited myself and a whole bunch of other players and people to go there. I mean, it is so cool just to see them go through this process. You saw right there, it was a little far away. I tried to zoom in. This is the unveiling of the actual bust.
Okay.
And that's the first time you kind of see it there in the foreground. But his speech was, I think, no bias, the best speech of all the inductees.
Oh, I agree.
It was honest. It was charismatic. It was conversational. It was funny. It had half the crowd crying when he was talking about his family and his girls and his wife. I mean, he knocked it out of the park.
It was Jared Allen.
It was Jared
He was
Allen.
authentic. Is all those things you said.
Yeah.
He was authentic, and you got called out, and your name it got called out. So
That surprised me too.
Well, because if you get into a thing like that where you start naming names, you're going to forget somebody.
Yeah.
So he named about 3 or 4 names, and you were one of them. So
Yeah.
that had to be a special moment.
No, it really was. And the funny thing is, I was there. I was in the back of the crowd. I was talking to some of my Charger teammates because Antonio Gates is another guy that went in that I actually played with as well. So a lot of Chargers teammates that I walked up, and I didn't expect to see them. So I'm all talking with them, hanging out, and we're all giving Jared his time, just kind of being quiet and watching him up there. And then he calls my name out. He's like, "Hey, I just want to say special thanks to my teammates and my friends," and he kind of named in me in that group. And my buddy's like, "Oh yeah, like you did," So they were kind of going crazy for me. So it was unexpected for me, but it was a lot of fun. He had a great party that night. I kind of felt bad for him because he's got hundreds of people that are there, and it's just like a wedding. I mean, you're going around shaking everybody's hand, saying thank you for coming and whatever. And his wife Amy's doing the same thing. So you get about 30 seconds to a minute with him at this party just to kind of like say what's up, and then he's got to go on to the next person to thank them. So
he talks to everybody but talks to nobody. That's what I say. You have the conversation, and then the next day you're like, I think Ben was there.
Talking about people that need naps, I think Jared and his family need a nap today because they're probably finally back at home in Nashville, and they're like, whew, been there in Canton, Ohio since Thursday, and it's probably a whirlwind, and I'm sure that they're all just sleeping right now.
And then he split his pants when he did the captain.
Oh, I know. That was so good. Yeah, you guys have to check that out on social media as well. Well, listen, that was fun catching up. We got a lot of great stuff coming up for you guys, but coming up next, we're stepping out on the patio and getting our grill on. A local butcher teaches us how to make the perfect beef tenderloin. There she is. There's Tina right after this.
Twin Cities Live's host chat is presented by Schuler Shoes, where happy feet means happy life. Step in today.